Of course, Strange, he is a bit of an odd one. He's hyper aggressive. He often does do his own style, or I should say even come up with his own builds. Always a treat to watch, and at times doesn't make all the sense, but I'm here for it. And here we go. Spawning in the right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Strange. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player representing his new team, Quasar. It is Art. Here we go. So we are jumping into our fresh best of 3. If you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chat, as you can get your gamba going. Best of luck. But now we do have our standard openers. We do have our setup here on the high ground. Now, it has been very trendy as of late for, in the meta of PvP, to go for Gate Cyber Expands, especially amongst the Korean Protosses. But amongst the Europeans, I do feel like 2 Gate Openers are still a little bit more trendy. We'll see what our players go for. There we go, 2 Gate Opener from Strange and 2 Gate Opener from Art. No major deviation, nothing crazy, 2 Gate. Likewise, our eyes are on this probe here from Strange. It does stick towards the edge of the map. Looking to hide a pylon. So cheeky move here from Strange. Also, if I didn't... Oh, God damn it. I have to get rid of the tuna. That's from the last cast. I have to get rid of it. But if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chat, as you can get your gamba going. As predictions should be closing up by now. Likewise, Art dips in, and Art, he should be counting pylons, and he knows the pylon is missing. Second pylon is nowhere to be found. We know where it is. It's a fake proxy pylon, but Strange, I mean, he is not afraid to cheese. He's not afraid to all in. Art knows this, and Art, he should be checking. He should be taking this seriously. But now checks the low ground, checks the natural. Probe Scout just now dipping in. And you can see Archie moves out with a second probe to scout. So he's got one probe scouting the south side and the other probe scouting the northern side. So it does check both halves of the map. Hallucination also scouting as well. So Art being very vigilant. Despite that, barely will miss the proxy. Still searching. Checks most of the common locations. And looks like, yeah, he will see. He should. There we go. Does see, does confirm. We'll find the pylon. Now realizes eyes looking for nothing. Ooh, and did open Robo. Okay, so very safe opening here by Art. He goes Robo into Nexus, into Expansion. Of course, a faster Nexus here for Strange. Also opening up Robo as well. Okay, so as we settle in towards the mid-game or the early game, Strange does have the better economy, so slightly better economy here for Strange. Both players taking in the same direction. This can lead into early Prism or just early Immortal production. Just very safe play here. The reason why I say safe is something like a Stargate opener is designed to harass across the map, designed to get damage done. Blink Stalkers as well can be a little bit more versatile, but in case you believe you're being all in, a Robo is ideal for those Immortals. Is more ideal. But now there's that Twilight Council. So Robo into Twilight Council from Strange. Art, he does start his Immortals. Immortals are on the way. Depending on what the upgrade is going to be, we can turn this into a 2-base all-in. Eyes are open. Likewise, Strange, he finds the proxy. Does find the pylon. Barely. Oh, does get the adept. Nice force field. Locks him down. Third gateway's on the way. My eyes are on Strange. Going for the third gateway. Likewise, Art moving out already. I believe he already has his first Immortal. Yeah, the first Immortal moving out with the second. He rallies everything across the map. Now, this early on, Blink is a non-factor, right? Blink is a non-factor here, and force fields are key as a result. Force fields, they can lock down an army. Oh, he tries to avoid the hallucination, isn't able to. Strange, he sees, he knows. He sees the army. There we go, backup shield batteries on the way. He's getting ready for the push. Extra force fields. There's NG overcharge. Oh, doesn't quite lock down any units. Alright, he slips away. Does slip away. Strange building up his own immortals. And thankfully, Art, what's he doing? He's teching. Going for his own Twilight Council. Now, this Twilight Council is late. Basically, the investment into these immortals wasn't quite worth it here. Art, he is falling a little bit behind, as he is still behind in those upgrades. He was hoping for some damage, didn't find it. Did not find it in the end. Now Strange has map control. Glaives on the way for Art. Makes the most sense. It's very committed. Art, he knows he's behind, but he also knows that his advantage, his lead, is the immortal count. So he's building up towards a glaive timings. And this should be for an all-in. He can take a third, don't get me wrong. He can take a third base with this. But he should be focusing on a push. A later push. Oh, that was not... oh, wait, what? That I was not expecting. Glaive Adepts into Disruptors? Okay. Okay. Let him cook, Pappy. Let him cook. I'm ready. I'm ready for the art. Maybe all Strange looking to expand. Likewise, he can blink into the main. Going for the pylon. Takes down the pylon. Oh! Doesn't quite get the observer. And now pulling away. Art's keeping up with the rotations. And again in a head-on fight. Strange, he will lose this. He has to respect the army. Has to back up. And we're going for Colossus. Okay, we're getting into 2-base Colossus production. Still no expansion. Still no third base. Art, he's just pushing. Takes down the observer. Art, he does go for the expansion. Speaking of, it's going to be denied almost instantly. Nice cancel. Strange pulls away. And this is getting interesting here. Now, as a reminder, Glaives is done for Art, so we can go for Adeptoras. We can go for Adeptoras. He's building up his Colossus as we speak. Strange also reactively getting his own third expansion. It's a later third. Strange, he has +1. He has the upgrade lead. He's moving out. And we'll see if he can break his opponents as he does hallucinate his own Colossus. Oh, let's go. The Spider-Man meme. Which Colossus is real? And very quickly, Strange is going to find out. There you go, does push forward. A nice force field locking down the immortals. He gets one, he gets one, he gets both. Yeah, both immortals go down. Massive pickups. And Strange is breaking through. He's breaking through that defensive line. He takes down the Colossus. Oh, barely doesn't get the volley off. Barely not, but there we go. Does go down. GG gets called, and Strange, he breaks through. He will take game number 1. Whew. GG. Strange, he does take a lead in the series. Again, a really, I would say, awkward game. A very awkward game, very uncomfortable game. Maybe that's the best way of putting it. Where Arts, initially he overreacted. Remember, he overreacted and he went into his own robo. He was looking for the proxy. He went into immortal production. And when it came to the first push, he got scouted. And that first immortal move out didn't achieve anything. It did not achieve anything. We saw that it was just, in a way, a little bit of a waste. Behind it, he did go into Glaive Adepts. That also didn't lead to anything either. The Glaive Adepts, they didn't really harass. They didn't really support the army. They didn't get across the map, so that also was kind of down the gutter. In the end, we stayed on 2 bases, taking into Colossus of all things. It was a crazy tech choice. Did get his first Colossus, but before we could really get things going, Strange came in for the kill, as it was a much cleaner game out of Strange. Strange did feel like he was in the driver's seat for most of that game, and it was Art trying to react to Strange. So really well done. And with that, we're now getting into game number 2. And we'll see how our players will adjust. We'll see how if they adjust. We'll see if Strange this time commits to a very real proxy instead. I'm sure he could go for it. So we're setting up for game 2. As a reminder, Wayne versus Milky Cow is ongoing in the middle of this series, and we'll be following this into that winner, into that next round. As a reminder, that next round is going to be a best of 5, not a best of 3. Oh boy. And here we go, spawning in the top right hand corner of Amygdala. We have our blue Protoss player. We have our blue Protoss leading the series 1-0. It is Strange. Just a little bit strange. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss player representing Quasar down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is Art. Here we go. Again, Art, I did feel like he was trying to react but also catch Strange off guard with his own builds, and he wasn't quite able to achieve and accomplish too much with his opener and with his techs of choice, whether it was the Immortals, the Grave Adepts, and even into the eventual Colossus. It was a wild game there out of Art. Last wasn't able to bring it all together, and we'll see how he adjusts here. Again, welcome one and all to Amygdala. Amygdala is one of the larger maps in the map pool. A very large map, known for longer game states. We'll see if we can get there. For now, double gate. Double gate opener out of Art, likewise double gate opener out of Strange. 2 gate openers all around. And do we hide a fake pylon? Do we throw down a real one? As RT does move out with his scouting probe. Going straight for the main. This time we do see another fake proxy pylon. This time it is hidden here at the natural expansion. But the idea is the same as last game, where it's designed to try to force an overreaction. And the thing is, like, you can't put it past Strange. Like, would he actually go for a real proxy this time? Yes, he would. he would. He would do it. RT confirms. He confirms pylon is missing. And does he check? He does check the natural. Oh, but the natural's quite large. No shot! No! He checks the natural, but alas, barely not enough, and he will miss the pylon. Not like this. He checks the goal base location, rotates up towards the northern typical proxy locations as well. Moves out with a hallucination. He is searching. He is looking. So once again, Art, he even sends out a second probe. I mean, again, this is already a win. This is one extra worker that Art isn't using to mine from. There's the expansion hallucination, at least confirms. Okay, so this hallucination, even though we haven't found the pylon, this time we do see that Art, he just makes a beeline across the map. He confirms that there is a base. He confirms that it's a fake. It's a fake proxy pylon, or maybe like a proxy Stargate at most. Even then, I mean, you wouldn't be able to afford a Nexus this early on. And there we go. He does find the pylon. Thankfully. Does find it. Oh, speaking of proxy, speaking of pylons, that second probe did make itself useful. And we are going for a very real proxy pylon. Now, what tech do we have? Twilight Council. Is Art bold enough to go for a proxy Dark Shrine? 2 possibilities, proxy Dark Shrine or proxy Gateway. This could just be a gateway to reinforce and to warp into depths and to get across the map and deal damage, or we could throw down a Twilight Council, a Dark Shrine, and commit it to DTs. We see Blink. Blink is on the way, which means, yeah, the probe backs up. The probe pulls away, just using it to reinforce. Hallucination does confirm the robo. You could argue that maybe if the hallucination saw that there was no robo, that might have prompted a Dark Shrine, but upon seeing this, I mean, there's detection. So RT knows. He knows that Strange is safe. Oh, Strange even rushing into a third base. Yeah, very fast third. Very fast third expansion. Adepts say shade in. Oh, miss block there from Art. Probe's going to be going down. Yeah, probes are targeted. So far, it gets 3. Slightly better trade here for Strange. Art gets 2 for 3. Well, meanwhile, he is going for the proxy gate. So this is going to be a reinforcement point. And I'm pretty sure that... Oh, God. He does scout the pylon. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure a big reason why this proxy is being thrown down is because he saw the third. Because he saw how fast the third base was for Strange, Art knows he has to punish. He has to punish in some way, shape, or form, and here he comes. He's coming in to try to force a cancel. Strange, he's not quite ready. He does have the safety Immortal, though. Yeah, Robo into Observer, into Immortal. Base is under fire. Strange, he has to try to save it. He's out of position. Let's say shade into the mineral line. Probe's going to be going down. Immortal's moving in. Does not lock down the army. Blink is revealed. Meanwhile, oh, this is getting out of hand. 5 probe kills. 5 workers go down. Shades into the main base, and I say 5 probes, getting up to 7. Getting up to 7. Worker eagles getting up to 8. Stalkers move in, base getting low. Nice force field. He goes for the dive, dives on one of the Immortals. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it here. Strange, he will shut down the push. GG, and Strange, he will take the series at 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG. Whew, GG, well played, Strange. He will claim the series. He will advance on. My condolences here to Art. Again, it did feel like Art, he was stuck just reacting and responding. You know, he was stuck kind of dancing to the music of Strange, even here in game 2, with Strange rushing into the 3rd expansion, forcing a reaction, forcing almost like an all-in out of Art. But Strange, he was just able to I was gonna say outposition, but really just out-aggress him. He was able to just get across the map time and time again with his adepts, able to shade across, get into mineral lines, and just pull the attention of Art apart, dealing crippling economic damage and also defending back at home. So very nice multitasking there by Strange. And with that, GG, well played. Strange does claim the series, and oh boy, what is the bracket looking like? Let's find out. Let us find out as we head on over